I'm a regular over at the Trial Watch Clips channel, where you go for clips of your favorite judges and your favorite attorneys and your favorite trials and your favorite cases.
All right. Please. All right, so counsel, what specifically were you needing from juvenile?
Judge, his co-defendant in the cases in your court was charged, was not charged, was the TIP, and I don't want to misspeak, I'll let them correct me if I'm wrong. He pled out in some other cases. But all the discovery that they have on him, it's our same, it's the same case, same incident, same evidence. But they didn't have access to it up here, partly because it's in juvenile, but also partly because they proceeded on different cases, not ours. And so
the cases that we're speaking about for the juvenile were taken in consideration for pleas on other cases.
We don't even know if they gathered all that evidence because they did process it.
And so what you're requesting is discovery on the TIC cases, not the reason for taking into consideration.
We want actual evidence that's part of my client's discovery.
All right. To the prosecutors in juvenile, with regards to the cases that were taken in consideration, are there any police reports or DVDs or any type of body cameras or discs related to just those specific cases, not the cases that he entered a plea to?
Your Honor, based on the family code, any juvenile matters, any prosecutor records, we're talking about section 58.007 of the Texas Family Code. If any other party, because Mr. Martinez does not represent the juvenile himself, he needs to go to the juvenile court who has jurisdiction over the juvenile. In this case, it's Judge Shaw in the 436, and he needs to make his argument to the judge to have us release anything to him.
So what you're saying is, according to the family code, he's not entitled to a police report?
He's not entitled to the prosecutor's file unless the judge that has jurisdiction over the juvenile court finds it that he has a legitimate interest in it. And this is an argument he has to make to Judge Shaw. And at that point, we can release whatever we have.
All right, so your argument is he's not entitled to the police reports that were filed, and he's not entitled to any body camera that are associated with the case that was taken in consideration.
Correct. Because it is a juvenile case.
Well, Judge, I think we all know what 3914 is. And I would be very surprised if there was anything in the code, any code where it's not 3914. And I don't think the onus is on me to go plead for it. I think yes. I guess the better question is the state going to oppose my request if I make it?
We don't have them.
Oh, they're not going to oppose it. They're not going to say anything.
I think it's.
Oh, are you all going to oppose his request?
No, I mean it's a request that he has to make to the 436, and the judge has to make. I'm sorry.
He wants to know if you're going to oppose his request.
It's
when he makes it.
That one's 21 pages.
It's not necessarily whether we're going to oppose it, but that the judge has to find legitimate reason.
No, I understand that, but are you going to stand before the judge and say, Your Honor, we don't think there's a legitimate reason for this? That's what he wants to know. Because I think we all know.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No. I think we all know. Well, I don't want to say 100%, but if the state's attorney were to stand before a judge and say, we are opposed to this, the judge is going to take that into consideration. So he wants to know, if he goes and he requests it, are you all going to say, we're opposed to his receiving the information? I mean, if you are, that's fine, but he wants to know it beforehand.
I understand that, and until I know what his legitimate reason, I understand what he's saying here, but what's written in the motion will determine what we say to the judge.
So they're going to oppose it.
So it sounds like that.
So this is what, I mean, you can go there, you can do that, or either, you know what you can do? You can subpoena all of those police officers, and if you want to have a hearing and subpoena all those officers and force them to bring in the police reports they made, the body cams that they have, then the court will make a ruling.
And I see the logic of your suggestion, Judge. The problem is, if I don't see the file, how do I know that I have all the officers?
Mhm. Well, this is what we can do, and I've done it before. Do you know of any of the one officers who were involved in that case?
Oh, of course, I have my discovery from. his
All right,
file,
so
yes.
this is what we can do. We can set it for a hearing in this court because they've told you they're going to oppose it, right? So I think once they speak to their supervisors, whoever they speak to, they're going to oppose it. So just subpoena whatever specific officer you want to subpoena, bring them here into court, and you can go over there and complete file with them and tell them you want body cams, you want this, whatever you want. And then I'll make a ruling on whether or not it's admissible.
Well, the problem is, I'm worried that I may not know what to ask that I want because I haven't seen. Because what if there's officers in those cases that are not in my client's case? How am I going to get that?
Oh, when you call the officer, tell them you want a list of all the officers' names. I'm trying to cut through all of the red tape because otherwise what's going to end up happening, you already know. You're going to go over to juvenile. You're going to go before Judge Shaw. The state is going to object to your receiving this information, and you're going to have to make whatever arguments you want to make over there.
So I will try to figure out who the lead detective is on the case.
Mhm.
We'll start with him.
Okay.
And then maybe he can make a representation of the court that everything that's in that file is in this file.
Okay.
But
All right. So
that
just,
makes sense.
yeah, I hear you. But just let me know what date you want to have that set for.
Okay, Judge.
We can pick a Wednesday, spend all day speaking to whatever witnesses you want to subpoena, and we can go through the police report line by line and make sure that you have the information you need in order to go forward on a jury trial if your client so chooses.
Fair enough, Judge.
All right. Thank you all for zooming in.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
May we be excused?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm a regular over at the Trial Watch Clips channel, where you go for clips of your favorite judges and your favorite attorneys and your favorite trials and your favorite cases.